Kira.
Hello, I'm Leandro.
We
Our
your
host today. This film is about some of the things that happening in the music scene in New York City. It is also about two of our favorite rock stars, Freddie Mercury and Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj is a singer from Trinidad. She was raised in Queens, New York. She became known for her colorful costumes, wigs, and also for the characters she plays in her songs. One of my favorite songs is called Starships. I love Nicki because she makes pop music and I love pop music. They say what they're gonna say. Starships were meant to fly.
Bravo!
Bravo! Freddie Mercury was born on Zanzibar Island in the Indian Ocean. Mercury formed the band Queen in 1970. I love his song Bohemian Rhapsody because it is long and had a lot of music effects. Anyway, the wind blows, nothing really matters to me. To me.
Jazz music started in 1917 when the Dixieland Jazz Band made its first recording.
Louis Armstrong was a famous trumpeter, composer, vocalist, and actor. He lived in the Queens in a big, beautiful brick house with a Japanese garden.
Ella Fitzgerald was called the First Lady of Song. Ella and Louis sang together sometimes.
Harlem is an area where lots of African Americans live today, and it was the center of what was called the Harlem Renaissance, when there was a beautiful music, jazz music you can hear in all the clubs around here, in small clubs. And I'm going to turn the camera now to the Apollo Theater. It's not a movie theater, it's actually a performance theater with a stage. And before the pandemic, they had, people come here, famous, musicians, comedians, and they would perform here regularly.
The Apollo Theater is a music hall in Harlem. It first opened in 1914. It is still a very hip place to go and to be seen.
Harlem is in the north part of Manhattan. The Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s and 1930s was the revival of African American art and culture. And there are so many stories that happen with the famous people at the Hotel Chills.
I'm from New York City. Do you hear the sirens?
You hear them.
Yeah. Typical sound in New York City during the pandemic, though. I did hear birds singing in the trees in New York City, and I am standing in front, across the street from from Hotel Chelsea. I just want to describe to you a little bit the feeling I had in the main entrance, in the lobby of this hotel. It was kind of glamorous, but faded. And I asked the front desk, the man at the front desk, what was happening here. And he said that a hotel company had bought the building and they were in the process of renovating it. But there are still residents, people who live in the building. So it's going to become a mixed residential commercial property. So some of the rooms will be hotel rooms and some will remain as apartments. So I think it'll be beautiful once everything is done. And I would like to come back one day when it is done.
One of the most controversial ones is the story of Sex Pistols. Singer Sid Vicious. Vicious claimed that he woke up at 11 a.m. one day to find his girlfriend Nancy's body under the sink in the bathroom, with a knife stuck in her side.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. Finally, we would like to tell you that hip-hop started in the 70s.
I step off the bus, and on this fence near the playground is this piece of art, you know, and it's kind of like a graffiti, but it's not paint. It's actually.
What is it made of?
Can you see? Can you see?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's knitted.
It's fabric.
Yes.
Oh.
It's made of yarn, and somebody has knit this beautiful thing and has put it on the fence, you see, of this park.
Yeah.
And I just had to show it because it's so unusual. I've never seen anything like it before.
And the graffiti movement happened around the same time. These were ways for youth to express feelings about everyday life.
I'm in a school, and I just want to show you the walls, and then this will be my last shot. Do you see? All along the wall of this school, the playground, you have graffiti all around it, yeah? But I think some of the things that we saw on the way here were quite impressive, you know?
My favorite place in New York is the Times Square because it's big, has a lot of buildings, and it's a big place. You can go to the Dunkin' Donuts, the Starbucks, and the shop of Pelé that are it going to be in the future.
My favorite place in New York is where the stars' names are in the sidewalk beside the Apollo Theater.
I don't know if you can read them. Okay, you should know this name. What is this? Who is this? Who performed here?